Good morning, gentlemen. Just wanted to touch base again with you this week. Thank you so much for being there last night at rehearsal. I was very glad that I could be there with you. Update on the kitty. She was home last night when I got home. Pam was able to bring her home. She was a little woozy from all of the pain medication that she was on, and she's trying to figure out how to eat again without teeth. But she does seem to be doing a lot better, and the doctors gave us some more pain medication she's got to take for the next couple of days, but she's expected to make a full recovery. So thank you so much for your understanding as my wife and I were taking care of that personal business over the last week. It's been a little bit stressful. I am glad that I could be at rehearsal last night. I needed to have some just wonderful music surrounding me, and we certainly were able to do that in rehearsal. So one of the things that I talked about last night in rehearsal, right at the end, I started talking about one of the following statement. I said, you can't harmonize with what you don't know. And I mentioned that this is both a musical thing that we can focus on in rehearsal, but it's also kind of in the world right now, that's a kind of hugely important thing as well. So first, I just want to talk about real quick the musical aspect of this. So last night I was really putting that into practice as I was having each section duet with the leads on our music so that you could really get the feel of what your part sounded like with the music, with the lead melody. So what does that look like this week as you're focusing on your individual practice? And again, that 15 minutes a day, the consistency of that is what builds the connections in our brains that really help us with the memorization and learning this music really well. So what you don't know, you can't harmonize with. As you're practicing this week, not only singing with your own learning track, but use one of the other learning tracks. Maybe if you're a lead, use the bass learning track, or the baritone learning track, or the tenor learning track, and really sing your part with against that other learning track. Take the other parts out except for the track on which you're focusing. And I believe that most of the tracks are in one, most of the learning tracks you have one voice predominant in one ear. So maybe take or turn down the balance so that you only hear the bass line while you're singing the melody line. If you're one of the other parts, at bare minimum this week while you're practicing, do that with the melody. Just have the melody being played while you sing your part. That way you can really start to get in there and figure out where what your part works, how it works with the melody, how it creates those incredible harmonies. I talked about connection. It really is about building that connection. But your ability to harmonize with the whole ensemble relies on not you just knowing your part, but you being familiar with the other parts that are going on around you. So this week, yes, if you're really struggling with a section of music, focus on that section of music in your 15 minutes with your learning track. But also, sing it with one of the other learning tracks. Sing it with a different learning track than yours. Bass, baritone, lead, tenor. Really focus on how your part works in harmony, in connection with those other parts. 15 minutes a day, build those connections. Sing with different parts if you have that opportunity. That is really huge in building that connection, in knowing how to harmonize with those other parts. You can't harmonize with what you don't know. That concept is in music, it's in life. Everything that's going on around us, it seems to be working harder and harder just to break our connections to other people. And that seems to be the whole focus of what we seem to be experiencing in our world right now. Be open and try to listen, try to find out where these other viewpoints are coming from. And sometimes that can be very difficult because it can be in such an opposition to what we experience in our world. But if we really examine what's going on, it might mean that we can find a way to harmonize, or it might mean that we need to find a way to keep working to help change the world so that we can bring it into better harmony. So this is, I know, getting a little bit off of music this week, but I just wanted to touch base because, as I've talked about, everything that we do Thursday night, that's about building connection. It's about building harmony. And when we get out into the real world to perform, whether it be at a show, whether it be on a street corner with a quartet, whether it be at a contest, or maybe it's just hanging out with some guys at an afterglow and singing, okay? You can't harmonize with what you don't know. So make sure that you are able to really know not only your part, your place in the world, but that you're also working with other people as well, learning about them and really being open to other people's experience as well. Hey, gentlemen, it is a great day to be a Peninsulaire. It is a great day to be a barbershopper. I am so excited about where the Peninsulaires are going. Make sure that you are getting those singing Valentines. That's a great fundraiser for us, but it is also a great way for us to share our harmony with the world. And singing Valentines really make the recipient's day. It is an incredible opportunity. You have a great day, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Till I'm laid to my rest, striving on